You can sit there, it's not a problem. Just do it quietly. Before I go to my own page. Hey, Facebook fam, we are back. The sisters of the Flavor Room in the house, Lace Flowers and Sutton McCraney. And we are here once again to tear it up. You know how we do. And today we are going to talk to you about some of the fakery that we have been noticing recently. So, yeah, Sutton drinking up that London fog. She's all about the good teas. So yeah, here we go. You ready? You ready? Let us know if you're watching on the replay hashtag, and if you're watching us live, make sure you interact, drop some comments, drop some reactions and all of the things, and let us know what you think.
All right, yeah, let's do this. So, as Lace said, we wanted to talk about some of the fakery because there's a lot of it. We knew
Mm.
that it existed and we've kind of touched on it before, but little did we know the depths, okay, of which the fakery and the buffoonery and the reindeer games are present in this online business space. Like, it is ridiculous, y'all. My
Hmm.
eyes have been opened. I see the light. And once you see it, there is no unseeing it. And it needs to be called out because I don't really see people talking about the labels, right? The words that are used, the word salads, about being all about empowerment and social justice and helping women and helping the little brown people and the little black people and advocacy and allyship and what else, Lace? There's just so many things.
All of it, really.
All
Helping
of
you
it,
build
really.
all of the things.
Right. Right. And what we have found is most of it that we are seeing, okay, so don't come in these comments talking about it's not everybody. Well, we are all adults here, okay? We are intelligent. You don't need to say it's not everyone.
We
Of
know
course
that.
it's not because we haven't met everyone. So don't even come in here with that. But the ones that I have seen and the ones that Lace has seen, either indirectly or directly, have been fake.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes. But we want to ask you if you can relate to any of these things, because this is directly related. So, are you too black? Are you not black enough? I've been told that. So you don't look black to me. You look white. Like what? This person was just wishing that I was anything but what I am. She was desperate for me to be a white lady. Yes, I'm half, but I've been in that space for a long time. The You don't fit in with the black people, you don't fit in with the white people, so you're just kind of out there floating on your own. So I'm not black enough and I'm not white enough. So what am I? Am I mixed enough? But if you can relate to that, let me know. Sutton, jump in.
I mean, that has been my experience too, where I have not been black enough. Or in some spaces, which you can already guess what spaces those are, too black. So, and especially being Muslim, that adds another layer to it, where there are certain spaces designated for, black people allegedly, where I don't fit in because of this. Everything else, be damned. But the fact that I cover, I don't fit in those spaces, or I'm looked at a certain way. You know, being too serious or not serious enough, or being not successful enough, having too much experience, not having enough money, wearing t-shirts and not blazers or some other, sacred garment that you're told to wear,
Mhm.
not having enough makeup, not wearing
Yes.
makeup at all.
Yeah. How many times have we had folks, even just now, apologize for getting on a call or turning up to a meeting? Someone just jumped on a call with us right now and was like, I'm really sorry, I haven't done my hair, my makeup's not done. Hey, you don't need to come and talk to us with a full face of makeup and your hair did. Yes, mine's actually done today. But a lot of the time I walk around in a bandana because I'm just covering up my bedhead. Like, just come as you are, be yourself. And that's what we're about. I hate that a lot of women feel like, oh, I have to turn up looking a certain way to a Zoom call. And I've had that as well. I've been told I don't dress good enough. I need to dress this way or dress that way, or I need to turn up looking a certain way. No, this is me, bitch. Like it or lump it.
No, yeah. And when you have these spaces that are talking about empowering women and, bringing women together and all these nice things, well, how are you doing that when, once again, because you're the same ones that said, patriarchy is dictating to women how they can, rah, 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 rah. Well, you're just going around doing the same thing in your spaces. So if you want to show up that way, then by all means show up that way. But when you're putting out, kind of these dog whistles and kind of guilt tripping other women into how they need to show up physically, that's a problem. That is a problem. And something else that we've noticed is not being fake enough. So if you're too real, then, oh, well, I mean, that's been a big one that I've received. They haven't told me that I haven't been fake enough, but that's the vibe. You're just a little bit too direct.
Yeah,
You're
sugarcoat.
too masculine. You're gonna rub people the wrong way. Let them be rubbed any way they want to be rubbed. I don't care.
Sorry, that just proper
And
tickled.
well, and we need to get back to that. Like, what are we here for? Are we here for some kind of like high school popularity contest?
Mm,
Or are we here to have actual businesses? There are people out there who are making moves in tiny little t-shirts, in Crocs, and you're over here trying to tell people how they need to show up. Have several seats and go mind your business. Maybe
mhm,
you need to get some of that.
mhm. Can you
I
relate
want to
it?
get into, can you relate? I'm sure you can, because we're hearing the same thing over and over again, just in different ways,
Mm-hmm.
um, on, different interactions and calls that we're having. And something
Absolutely.
else I want to get into is this whole thing about we're going to pretend to put other businesses on. People who are saying, oh, I want to highlight your business and, I want to empower you and get you on my platform. I want to be vague about this, but also kind of bring the point home, Lace. And that's there are people out there who are running strategies that are not there to highlight your business.
Mm.
And y'all need to be aware of it. There are people out there who are saying that, but they want to use you, they want to use your brain, what you're building to get free content from you.
Yep. They want to milk you.
They want to milk you. And then when you hand over your content, your creative piece, or whatever it is, they own it. And they are trying to position it as it's something good for you when it's not. So the reason why we're bringing this up is because, first of all, it's fake, right? It's fake. It is, in my opinion, some people may say that it's an okay business practice, but it's not okay to me. It's predatory. It goes back to the more of bait and switch kind of thing that people are getting tired of, where you're saying one thing and doing another. And it also goes back to, again, that there are women doing this to other women, saying they're all about empowerment, that, they donate to humanitarian causes and all this stuff. Well, why are you taking other people's content so you can get free content from it? And then trying to make it seem like that you are helping these businesses. No, you're not.
Self-service while
Self-service.
not even trying to compensate the person for what they're doing. In fact, you're robbing them because you're like, now your shit belongs to me. Really?
Well, they're saying it's compensation because you get to be on their platform.
Whilst bigging them up, because that's often quite part of the agreement, isn't it?
That's
You can
part of the
find
deal
it,
too.
but you've got to big us up. And you may not even know who these people are. So again, that kind of leads into some of that fakery, because how are you going to start, blowing someone else's horn and going toot toot for someone you don't even know, just so you could be on their platform? Can't be doing that.
Yeah. You can't be doing that. And then it goes back to, again, kind of this 9 to 5 mentality where, oh, well, I got to do this thing for my job because if I don't, well, I'm going to get fired or I'm not going to get promoted. Well, there's people that are doing the same thing in their business. Well, if I don't take advantage of this opportunity, I'm not going to be seen. I'm not going to be visible. All of that is a bunch of BS.
Mhm.
There's so many ways to run a business. There are so many ways to do the things that you want to do. And this is another reason why we started the flavor room, because both Lace and I were collectively tired of looking for acceptance from other places because we were too this, not enough that, right? Which I know a lot of you listening can relate to. And so again, I know it's vague, this example I'm giving you, but it's vague for a reason. But that is why we created the flavor room. Okay, to have a table where we're not asking anybody for anything. So we don't have to go on somebody else's thing and, praise them up while they're stealing our content.
Yes.
So we want the same for you,
Yes.
because that is what, the true independence and true freedom that everybody's talking about is found in saying, you know what, I'm going to do this my way.
Yes. And when we say that we're going to put other businesses on, like our members, we actually mean it. There is
We
no, we
actually
own
mean it.
it. There is no, um, there's just none of that bullshit. We ain't trying to own your stuff. We're not trying to get you to big us up in order to be wherever it is that we say we're going to put you. We're going to put you there because we want to, because we care about you, and because we care about you and your business and your growth. So when we talk about rising together in the flavor room, we talking the real stuff. And that always seems to stump people because, and we've heard this, people go to our website, they talk to us, and then they're like, it's exactly the same stuff. Like, you are doing what you say on the tin, and they all shocked and shit. Like, and they're sad that it's come to that, because that's what the world has come to, because everyone is out there going, giving it all that. But when it comes to what's really going down, it's a different thing. And people are shocked that we're not rolling like that. They are getting what it says on the tinny tin tin.
Yeah, they're getting what it says. And the fact that we've had multiple people say this in different ways,
Mm-hmm.
as you said, it's very sad. It's very telling, but it's also great for us because, yeah, this is real over here. And as we've said before, that's another reason that there are certain people and certain things that do not like what we're doing, because it's not fake enough.
Yes.
And we were just talking before jumping on here, we've realized that the people who are attracted to the flavor room, the people who have made the best business decision, in my opinion, that they could possibly make by joining the flavor room, is because when they were in spaces before, they were too much or not enough.
Yes. In any of those ways that we've just listed, and more, because we'd be here all day if we tried to cover them all.
Yeah, absolutely. And they have all come together inside of the flavor room. And they are networking with each other, not being forced to do it in this fake way. They're all supporting each other, not with fakery. Okay. They are collaborating with each other, again, not from fakery. They are developing relationships with each other, not from fakery, not because we forced them into icebreakers or round robins and, all of these artificial things that people are doing just to call it a community. We really have one. The community is a byproduct. It was not our focus. Just like the masterminding was not our focus, but it's happening. Just like the networking was not our focus, but it's happening.
And the referrals.
And the
All of
referrals was not our
yeah,
focus. All the
yeah.
things that people are telling you out there that they're going to give you that you don't get, we're doing it. And it's happening each and every day. Not because, again, we're forcing people into it or saying, you got to go. No, it's happening. Because here's what you all need to understand. When you really have a community, when the leaders of said community are doing what they're supposed to be doing, all of that comes together. So if you are in a so-called community that those things are not happening, you need to be giving those so-called leaders a side eye, because that's why it's not happening.
Yes. You know what else you need to do? Cancel it all and book a call.
Cancel it all, baby. Cancel it all, save your coin, and come over to the flavor room.
Yes.
Okay, so you can save your coin and make some coin at the same time.
Yes, exactly. Save your coins, spend a little with us, grow with us. It's that simple. All the links that you need are in the comments. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. The only way through the door, unless you already know somebody, hint, hint, is to book a call. Is to book a flavor fit call. Again, we are not here to strong arm you into anything. We don't need to strong arm you into anything that starts at $37. Girl, please. Boy, please. Child, please. No. Get on the call to talk to people that really care about you and your business. We want to know about you. That's how we're able to build trust in the flavor room. If we just let anybody through the door, well, we'd be like everybody else out here who's saying one thing and doing another. No, we've built a special space, and it is our responsibility as leaders to hold that space sacred, okay, for the reputation of the brand, but also for the integrity and the protection of our members. And so that is why the call is there. So it's for you and for us. So please book a call, learn more about the flavor room. Let's hear more about your business and, you know, see if this is the right fit for you.
That easy. We know you're out there. We know you're out there. We know you're watching. We know you're sniffing. We know that you're watching. So we look forward to speaking to you very soon.
That's it. Peace.
Ciao. They really just need to stop